We'd come to Taiji on Japan's rugged southeastern coast because we'd heard that something strange had happened. A month and a half into its annual dolphin hunting season, and only one hunt in which no dolphins had died. The result, it was said, of a celebrated new documentary revealing the gory details of the practice. But we found something different. Telltale fins roped off inside a tiny cove. A fisherman told us this was the third hunt of the season, and while bottlenose dolphins hadn't been killed, they were still killing the larger Risso's dolphins, which the locals call whales. Well, as you can see, reports of the demise of a dolphin hunt here in Taiji have proved premature. Once again, the famous cove is roped off. Dolphins are inside that area. Once they're in there, it usually isn't long before they're killed. We came back the next morning to see what would happen, and we didn't have long to wait. We were soon driven from our rocky vantage point and back to the main bay. Within minutes, the men were pulling in the nets. We hadn't been able to see what had happened inside the cove. In the past, aerial photography of the hunts has provided the most revealing images, the water turning red as the dolphins are killed with knives and spears.
What goes on here will be shut down.
I do want to say that we try to do the story legally.
Using hidden cameras and mini helicopters, the makers of The Cove have filmed the hunt close up for the first time, creating a new tide of unwanted pressure on the residents of Taiji. Hisato Ryono asked for his interview in the film to be removed from the final edit. A town councillor, he campaigned for dolphin meat, with its high mercury content, to be taken off the local school menu. But he supports the right of Taiji's 26 dolphin hunters to ply their $1 million a year trade.
We human beings feel sorry when we see animals being killed, whether it be cows, pigs, birds or kangaroos. So why are we talking only about dolphins? I think this treatment isn't fair.
Hundreds of miles away, the green carpet is being laid for this year's environmentally themed Tokyo International Film Festival. After persistent lobbying, The Cove was a last-minute addition.
Our intention is to use the Tokyo International Film Festival screening so that individuals throughout Japan eventually can see the entire film on television, in movie theaters, and elsewhere. We believe this is one of the best ways to create change within this country.
But back in Taiji, Mr. Ryono says it's the declining popularity of the meat and not the success of The Cove that will eventually end the hunt.
The impact of the documentary is zero. They're going to continue to hunt as always. Nothing is going to change because of the documentary.
So far, it seems, the only bottlenose taken this season are destined not for the dinner table, but for marine parks and aquariums. The sense you get is that Taiji has roped itself off from the world as it waits for the spotlight of international attention to move elsewhere. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, Taiji, Japan.